Here today at one of my favorite beaches here in St. Croix. This is Rainbow Beach, or at least the further end of it. So let's show you guys around Rainbow Beach and tell you why it's one of my favorite beaches here in St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Let's get to it. Every single time we have come here to the end of Rainbow Beach, there's always been a horse tour going on here. People bring horses down the beach. It's absolutely beautiful, very serene, and you'll absolutely love watching these horses play in the water with the riders. Alright, I just got back from snorkeling with my wife out there, and it was fantastic, mostly because we saw two sea turtles. We saw two green sea turtles, and it was absolutely amazing. That's one of the other reasons I love it out here at Rainbow Beach, especially this far end. There's nobody out here. Like, as you can see from this, there's a handful of people down that way. We have two neighbors right there, and then four neighbors down there. And so there's nobody that comes to this beach, thus making it so perfect for going and exploring the ocean. So when I say the snorkeling out here is just amazing, I really mean it. The water is crystal clear. There are millions of fish all over the place. It's incredible. You'll be going down one part and you'll see a giant school of fish that has at least 100 or 200 fish in it. It is absolutely amazing. So if you come here to Rainbow Beach and go snorkeling out there, I guarantee you not only will you see fish, but if you go out far enough, about 200, 300 yards, you will see sea turtles if you're keeping your eyes open. Something else about coming here to Rainbow Beach, specifically the northern end of it, is you got a lot of places like this where you can just come under the shade, chill out. You can put all your blankets down, put your chairs down, stay out of the baking hot zone, or just move it out if you're wanting to get tan. It's absolutely perfect. But more perfect than that is this. You can come out here, you can find fresh coconuts. I don't know if this one's gonna have anything in it, but it looks pretty solid, and nope, you can hear, definitely still has water in it. So that's fantastic. You're gonna have to cut that open later. So now that we've kind of finished up our day here at Rainbow Beach, we are now gonna go home, take that coconut we got, and we're gonna see if we can't make some coconut ice cream. So we had a fantastic day here. We saw so many fish. We saw two turtles, which has been fantastic. So now we're gonna go and make some ice cream so that we can relax later tonight. So let's head on home. Alright, so this is the same coconut that we got from the beach. So we are going to cut it open. We can hear that there's some coconut water inside, so I'm hoping to get that. So we'll see if we can't or not. now that we got the whole of the coconut out, this is a very small one, we are now going to cut it open so that we can then get the milk inside and then also the delicious meat of the coconut itself. So we're going to do this a special way. At the top of the coconut, there are these small holes. You can take a just regular screwdriver, put it against those holes, hammer it in, and then drain it out, which is what we're gonna do since I'm not the greatest at cracking open the top without splitting the entire shell. So we're going to do that now. Okay, as you see, if you put it into the hole right there, it just goes in very, very easily, very quickly. Pull it out, open up that hole a little bit more. We can see some of the juice kind of coming out. Fantastic. Now we're gonna go inside. We're gonna get a cup or a bowl, whatever we have clean, and we're gonna pour this out. Pour this out. All right, now we can come take a look. Got a little bit of coconut milk out. Not a lot, since it's such a small coconut, but that's actually a good amount for this coconut. And now we are going to go back outside and crack this open. All right, so when you were cracking it, a couple different ways I've seen other people do it. Some of the neighbors showed me one time. You can either just use a hammer, so we're just gonna use the back of this, or you can use a sharp part of it. Since it does have these little ridges, you don't technically need a sharp end. You normally can just, until it cracks open. Try about this ridge now. There we go. Not the finest crack, but nevertheless, we got it open. And so next, it will be the process of getting all the coconut meat out, which isn't too hard, which I will show you next. All right, so as I am doing here, take a look right here, I am sliding the knife, just a regular butter knife works just fine, underneath the main outer side and then the rind of the coconut meat itself. So after you do that, kind of work its way around. And if you had a better cut of the coconut, or a better break you could say, this would be a lot easier. But since ours wasn't the largest coconut and thus not the greatest break either, it's not gonna be the most perfect, but we're gonna still be able to get it out. You heard that pop. And now we have most all of it out. So now we have our coconut juice, or milk, and our pieces of our coconut. And next, we are going to use the same material along with some other coconut milk, because we obviously do not have enough, and we are going to make some ice cream out of it all. So let's get to it. All right, so we now have the entirety of the coconut milk right here. We have our coconut milk and then some more coconut milk, about 1.5 cups as well, just from other coconut, just because ours was definitely not going to be enough. Then we are going to do about 1/3 cup of sugar. We're going to do some vanilla and a little bit of salt, and then we'll put it all in the blender and get it going. We're now going to pour it out into some ice cube trays, which will then be easier to blend up into our ice cream once it's all frozen. Looks like we'll only need 1 ice cube tray, but that works out. Now time to freeze it. All right, now that we waited a while, we will take it on out. And let's give this a try. All right, here we go. Let's try it out. So we got it right here. There. So let's try it out. All right, let's try it out. That is fantastic, actually. That is really, really good. Took a really long time for it to freeze. I don't know if coconut
milk just takes longer to freeze or something, but this is fantastic. So I definitely recommend. I'll put the recipe in the description that we use. Yeah, this has been a fantastic day going to the beach, being able to make the coconut milk even with the coconut. So definitely recommend as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time.